Hi everyone! So I'm filming this very late at night, so I'm sorry, and I'm going to try to do this very quickly, but I hope you sort of get the idea. So I was asked to do a video about how to hide your septum piercing because a lot of people need to remove it or hide it for work or certain events or whatnot, and there are a lot of products available specifically for your septum, retainers and everything. So I'm going to show you some of them. Some of them aren't actually made for a septum piercing, but I thought that I wanted to try it out and see if it would work. So the first thing is a ball closure ring. I found that the ball closure ring, which doesn't have the little ends that onto which you would screw on the ball, much like the circular barbell does, that is a lot more comfortable inside the nose because it doesn't have those rougher edges. However, if you get a very small ring in diameter, this could be comfortable, but my ring is 10 in diameter and 3.2 millimeters in thickness, and it's a little uncomfortable. I don't have a very small nose, but it's still, I have a lot of jewelry in there anyway, so it's a little uncomfortable. And I feel that it sort of stretches my nostrils a little bit. However, this sort of jewelry would work for pretty much everyone. And I do have some original septum retainers, however they look similar and I can't really test them out because they are way too small. Now you have to keep in mind that the septum retainer has to be small enough that you can flip it in, because the one I have is extremely long and I got it off Crazy Factory and I can't flip it in, it just stays out. So it might take a little practice, but you are able to push in the ball closure ring as well. Just get a smaller diameter one and you should be able to push it in. The next one that I tried out was a flesh tube piercing. Now I have to be honest with you, I did not like this at all. I found that it was very long, it was too long, and I didn't like that there were the two little rubbers at each end, because one, the rubbers don't stretch very much and it's a little difficult to get them on there. And but all in all, like, it is secure once you get them on there. But it sort of sticks out a little bit, and I didn't find it, I didn't find it very comfortable for me. However, this also depends on the type of nose you have. My nose is a little sort of sticks a little up, or the nostrils are a little higher. I can't really describe this, but yeah, so. And my septum is sort of closer to the tip of my nose. The next one is just called the plug. So the plug, much like the flesh tube, I didn't really like. The same problem, it's a little too long, it has those rubbers at both ends, and just for my nose it doesn't really work. Now I'm not quite sure how, this looks in the video, because I filmed when they were inside my nose. I filmed that a little while ago, but for me personally, again, I don't really like this. So maybe for you, I mean, these don't cost a lot, so if you want to buy a few ones that you want to just try out and see which is, the best way for you to hide your septum piercing, you can try these out, because all of them cost like around €1 a piece. The last thing I tried out was the Septum Bullet. Now the Septum Bullet I really liked. I liked that there was only one rubber and it was a little bit easier to get on there, and it didn't have rough edges. It was sort of concealed inside my nose. It was very comfortable. It isn't very long, and it just felt more natural, and this would be something that I would choose. However, again, it all depends on your anatomy, what suits your nose and where your septum is located. But for me, I will be using the Septum Bullet from now on to hide my septum. And yeah, so I hope that this was somewhat informative. I tried to do this rather quickly and just to give you some sort of idea. Now, if you are looking for some sort of retainer for your septum or something to hide your septum with, then just explore a little bit. That the sort of retainers don't need to specifically be for a septum piercing, but if you think that you can fit it in there, if it's got the appropriate size for your piercing, then why not? If it's cheap, you can try it out and you might find that, you know, something completely different can be ideal for your piercing. For example, you can take just a short, very short barbell and just put 2 balls on each end, and you can choose the diameter yourself. There are so many different sizes available that perhaps that could be the most ideal thing for you. Those are available in all sorts of colors. You can do titanium, you can do acrylic, you can do bioflex, you know, whatever. So I think that if you just search a little bit and see what, or imagine what would be most comfortable for you, then you can definitely find something that will work for you and you will be happy with. So I'm going to go now and see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!